Hey entrepreneurs, it's AJ. So I'm trialing out this new series to see how it goes because I want to share my insights with you, but in a more relaxed manner. So got a cup of tea and a story for you, and let's see where it takes us. So a couple of days ago, I got a gift in the mail from a friend of mine, Grant Cleary. And Grant is just neck level crazy brilliant, right? And he says, yo man, you got to check out this book on digital transformation. I heard the guy speak, it was phenomenal. I think you should definitely check this book out. So he sends me a copy, right? And before I get into this book, I just want to make it clear that this is my observations based on my perspective, based on my experience of everything in my life and my mindset. And it's in no way a personal attack on the author, okay? It's really important that I get that across because I'm just sharing my insights with you, and take it or leave it, okay? So I open the package, and normally when people send me a book, there'll be a little note or something like that, but it'll just be a book. But instead, I get a book, except it's all wrapped up. Now, I've obviously unwrapped the book, but I want to show you the wrapping because it's pretty special. So the book is on digital transformation, and this is the wrapping. So it's nice wrapping paper. It's got a lot of sticky tape in a lot of places, which was a bit odd, but that's okay. So the wrapping paper, right, in the middle is a sticker, start your digital transformation here. And then it's got all these digital transformation icons, which are all throughout the book as well. So it's really well done. And by seeing this, I know that the author is trying to create some sort of an experience around me getting a hold of his book, okay? So brilliant work so far, brilliant work, okay? So I rip open the wrapping paper, and then I see this book, right? Now, there's something really glaringly obvious about this book. And before I show it to you, I'll come back to the glaringly obvious thing, okay? But it's a beautiful book, right? It's called Digital Transformation from the Inside Out, and it just looks really schmick. It looks amazingly schmick. And just the cover and everything is just brilliant, okay? And inside, like, it's really well illustrated, like color drawings and color diagrams, and it's a really top-notch effort, like there's a diagram from it, it's really well done for a self-published book. This is really, really good, right? And it reads quite well even for a self-published book, okay? And it's a great case study on this author's perspective on digital transformation, and he's even autographed it, and he's included like these little notes in here, which was based on an industry luncheon, and he's also got these really schmick being a technical term, promotional materials in there for his business, okay? And it's absolutely brilliant. Now, the glaringly obvious bit, and part of it's actually just broken off, so it's going to be hard to talk about this, but you get the idea. Anyway, the glaringly obvious bit is that the book came with a marker and sticky notes, okay? Sticky notes, which are meant to be stuck on like that, but fail, right? Now, the funny thing is, right, this whole book, the whole experience, it's beautiful, except the marker, I don't know if you could see that, but the marker is stuck on with blue tack, okay? It's stuck on with blue tack, and it just looks cheesy, like an afterthought, and I know why he's done it, right? There's a school of thought out there in authorland or bookland or whatever that say, create an experience around the book. So, think of different ways that you can stand out from all the other business books. And so this author's implementation of that idea is to say, all right, I'm going to include a texter, a pen, and sticky notes in there. But the blue tack kills it, right? This is a great book. It's an absolutely brilliant, well-crafted book. It's really well put together. The illustrations are great. Everything's great. So why would you use cheap-ass blue tack to stick it on? Like, it comes wrapped in its own wrapping paper, right? So why not just put the pen and the sticky notes in there to make it like a little present together instead of sticking it on like this? Like, it just kills it, okay? So what's so interesting is that this is a great metaphor for digital transformation in itself, okay? So what digital transformation is, it varies. The definition of digital transformation varies, okay? And throughout the world, big companies, they've fallen in love with digital transformation, but rarely, very rarely do they know what the hell it means. And it means several things. On one scale, it means upgrading your technology to have more effective systems, I suppose. But the real reason that you undertake digital transformation is to avoid disruption and to create a better customer experience. Because when your customers, they're so discerning right now and they're so careful about who they want to invest their time, money, and energy in. So if they're let down from one company, if they don't trust that company, or they have a bad experience with that company, they go straight to the competitor without thinking twice. We live in such a disposable society today, so it's very easy for one customer to go to another competitor, right? So digital transformation is all about creating amazing customer experiences, and that is the only reason why you would undertake digital transformation. Now, the term digital transformation has been around since, I think, the 80s or the 90s in IT circles, which basically meant upgrade all your systems. Now, the author of this book talks about digital transformation from the inside out, in that his philosophy is that we should equip our workers in an organization and make them perform their duties more efficiently using upgraded technology. And yes, that should be the case. The problem is, though, that when you do that, if your workers are not focused on customers already, you're going to have a massive disconnect. You're going to have all these people who are quite productive, but they're working hard on the wrong things or working smart on the wrong things. So that's why I say digital transformation is only about one thing and one thing only: creating amazing customer experiences. The other thing is that I found with this book, and again, this is not a personal attack, it's just my perspective on this book, is that the author runs his own IT consulting firm, and they are Microsoft specialists or deal with a lot of Microsoft technologies, and one of the technologies is SharePoint. And the way he's written the book is brilliant as a business case for SharePoint and implementing SharePoint. So essentially, he's written a sales book for SharePoint, right, to bring in customers to his business. And it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant in that instance, right? But organizations following this to undertake digital transformation to equip their employees to be more productive, they're going to lose out in the market space, right? Because if you're not taking care of your customers and creating beautiful experiences for your customers, well, you're going to lose out, right? You're going to create frustration with your audience. And this is why I say it's a point in case, because here's a great example of the author and his team. If he's got a team, I'm just guessing, right? But everyone involved with this book thought, yes, this is a brilliant idea. It's amazing. It's going to be awesome. Let's include a pen and sticky notes, and let's put it on there with blue tack, right? But from the customer perspective, it diminishes the value of the book, right? And for me personally, based on my experiences, it caused me to severely question the credibility of the author. Okay, and again, this is no criticism on the person himself, but this is just my experience of the book and my understanding of, based on my own experiences, right? So yeah, it's a brilliant book, and if you are interested in digital transformation, please do have a read. Or if you've got a smaller company that wants to leverage SharePoint, this is a great book, and please get in touch with the author. So yeah, it's just one of those things where if you're gonna do something, do it properly. People love to fall in love with ideas, but not necessarily fall in love with the implementation of those ideas. And when you care so much about your customers and you undertake or you think of ideas to help them live their lives better, implement that, carry that love into the implementation and do an amazing job. And that's my idea for you today, entrepreneurs. Do an amazing job and really put your customers first. All right, I hope you enjoyed this new series. We'll see how we go. If you like it or don't like it, leave me a comment below, and let's see what happens. All right, entrepreneurs, have a great week. I'm AJ Kalatanga, wishing you whatever happens in business, I wish you nothing but success. Take care.